season to keep you company, and you do the same for us too. I'm done a shave.
I do now.
Yeah, I can't be
Do
bothered.
the
Can't be
haircut
bothered.
as well. You join my club in
Can't be bothered
absolutely desperate for a haircut.
When there's no football on, I just can't be bothered. No football to talk about anyway. All right, look, I've got to give England credit. They did win 4-0, but I didn't watch it.
Oh, great analysis.
There you go. I've summed it up.
Loved it. Great 4-0 win. Didn't watch it. Yeah. No,
I was otherwise occupied. I'm afraid I was working.
but it's the thing with England now, which I think a lot of people are losing sight of, is that we're beating teams 4-0 and we're not even thinking about it.
No.
But that's the level we're at now.
Mm-hmm.
We're not at a level of people used to. I mean, I don't know. Maybe they still are. And I think people probably still are a little bit bored of watching England.
All right, is anybody out there bored of watching England?
I don't see how you can be.
I think it's
Me neither.
We've got such exciting young players, exciting young attackers.
I think it's probably more people my age, Chris, to be honest with you.
But even your age, what's age got to do with it?
Because I've gone through it and I've seen it all decline.
Seen what?
Decline. Oh, come on.
What have you seen?
Huh?
What have we got now?
Yeah, we've got something going now.
So,
I can't get excited yet.
Yeah, there's no decline.
There has been.
We've come a million miles since the Iceland defeat in the Euros a few years back. We're a million miles away from there. I think we've improved massively since then, humongously, yeah? Yeah. I'm actually quite excited about it, to be honest.
What day is it tomorrow?
It's Tuesday.
Oh, blow, I'm working tomorrow night.
You'll have it on in the pub. You'll be alright.
It's a pub where they don't have tellies on. Just it's a proper old school pub. Proper.
Oh.
I might sneak it on.
Yeah. Put it on your phone.
I will do. No, I can't put it on my phone. No, crack screen.
I do wish we'd been ITV, though, in tournaments. We've got a bad record on ITV in tournaments. I know it's just superstition, but BBC One is much better coverage as well.
Superstitions. Do you have any football superstitions? Anything you have to specifically do on match day? I have to park in the same street every week. I have to park in the same street.
So even if we lose, park in the same street.
Yeah.
That's madness, isn't it?
Yeah.
There's no superstition there.
No, it's probably not.
That's just your spot.
Anything you do specific?
No,
No.
none
You
whatsoever.
don't tie your left shoelace up before your right one, or
No, absolutely nothing.
You, Paul?
No, not really. No, I had a cap once going back a few years.
You had a what, sorry?
A cap that I used to wear at the match.
Right.
And I wore it for about 8 games, and we were unbeaten in all 8 games. But as soon as we lost, I just binned it. The cap had a good run.
Literally threw it.
Literally threw it and skimmed it across my living
Doesn't
room.
matter.
But the cap had a good run.
Skimmed it across your living room. Throw it away. Throw it away. It's putting it in the wheel.
There's a bin at the other end.
So did you never wear that cap again?
Yeah, I'd say probably after about a few months I did, yeah.
So it was the cap's fault.
It was all the cap's fault, yeah. I think we got relegated, actually, yeah, in the end.
Right, you're going to have to catch up with the comments on me, because until they're up on the...
Sorry, Kevin Kelly, if I'm booming super loud.
You are booming super loud, and Kevin also informs us that the definition of madness is repeating the same behaviour even when the outcomes are negative.
You got me, Kev.
Is that better, Kev, hopefully?
Yeah, your mic is too close, apparently. He's too loud.
Okay, don't forget, we've got a new look studio. We're some new equipment and one thing or another. New camera's gone in. It's all in HD now. It's looking good, even though we probably don't.
Need more than HD to sort this out.
Okay, give us a quick analysis on the ladies' game then, Chris, if you would.
So
Women's
game, yeah. First game of the season. First half, pretty impressive actually, considering there were was there 5 or 6 debutants. Let me work this out quickly. Right back, centre half, Brie, 2 forwards, 5 debutants. Yes, 5 debutants. And they gelled really well actually, and they looked like they knew what they were meant to be doing. The football was good. I thought we outplayed Everton in the first half. We had the better of the chances. Once we settled down after about 10 minutes or so, we did look really, really good. Couldn't capitalise, went in at half time 0-0, and then about 30 seconds after the restart, Everton went down the left hand side, cross come in, and Keris Harrop has tried to intercept the cross. It's just unfortunately bobbled over her foot into the back of the net. So 1-0 down, and that was Everton's game plan done, really. I think if I was being overly critical of Blues, we didn't really get going again in that second half into the manner we did in the first.
Not stuffing out of one, did it?
I think the timing of it, to come out in the second half and then straight away you're 1-0 down. It was difficult. So I think it took them a while, and then they never really got the intensity again. Never really pressed the way we were in the first half, and we made it a little bit easy for Everton in the second half. Hit the woodwork with the long range shot, and on a different day it could have been a different result. But it's disappointing to lose your first game, obviously, especially to Everton, who I don't think going to be any great shakes this season. So it's disappointing to give them a boost early on in the season, but. If they can click up front, if two of the front three were debutants, the front three won't have played together in a league game before, so it was difficult, but there were definitely signs of positive signs going forward, signs of improvement. The midfield was very good. Visali was excellent on her debut. The right back Adrienne Jordan was very impressive as well on her debut. So positive signs. And I think given a few games, a few competitive games together, then there's definitely something to build on.
West Ham next 10th of September.
Yeah, next week, next Sunday away from home, West Ham.
What's the new stadium like?
Yeah, decent. Yeah.
Cool. I will pop down as soon as I can.
Yeah. So they got the one side stand is fully seated now, and they've got the boxes up top. But yeah, it looks good. They've done the bar area and the entrance looks a lot more professional now. Good. A lot higher standards. So good. Yeah.
And the crowd?
Just under 1,000. Obviously there were. The league made a big deal, and you had the Manchester derby, which was at the Etihad, which was 30 odd.
33,000.
Chelsea were at Stamford Bridge. I think that was just shy of 25,000. So, excellent attendances on the back of the World Cup, probably. Obviously, you've got a Manchester derby, which is a big game, and Chelsea Spurs, which is a London derby as well. So that was a big game as well. Both Man United and Spurs come their first game in the top tier. So those games in particular drew a lot of interest. Obviously, I think that they've got a job now. I think Man City's next home game is when we play them, which is in October. So they've got a long wait, I think, but. It'll be interesting to see how when they get back into their own stadiums. I think Chelsea play at Kings Meadow and Man City at the Academy Stadium over the road from the Etihad. It'll be interesting to see how. Obviously, they're not going to get those sorts of numbers, but if they can maintain 5,000-6,000, then that'll be fantastic.
Cool. Okay, under 23s lose 1-0 to Bristol, and Keita picks up an injury, heavy blow on the ankle. So don't know what the outcome of that is, but could be out for a while. Don't know.
Yeah.
Don't know. So we'll just have to wait and see on that one.
It's not happening for him, is it? Unfortunately,
he wouldn't have.
Nah.
I don't think he'd be. I don't think he'd be involved in the first team squad just yet. Anyway,
no.
Obviously we've got. If he keeps him, I think he impressed in his first under 23 game of the season when he come back. So, if he. Hopefully it's not, for his sake. Hopefully it's not a long injury, and
he's not
he can come back and get some games under his belt. That's the important thing. And if he impresses, then let's get him in. But
especially with Montero getting injured, he could be another addition to the first team squad as a winger, maybe. As a wide player.
High injury, Montero, isn't it? So,
yeah.
So,
that don't look good. Could be out for a while.
Well, depends on the extent of it. Don't know. No idea. Okay, back to the Blues. Man, Derby, £33 this week. What a rip-off.
but we'll pay it.
Yeah, I know we'll pay
It'll
it.
sell out.
What a rip-off when the Premier League are capped at 20 quid.
But it'll sell out.
It's a lot of money.
That's you know, it's
My son's
it's
just-
human nature. It's the way of the world.
Literally sent me a text a few minutes ago. What we doing about Derby Saturday? Not Saturday, is it? It's a week.
No. 2 weeks. It's 2 weeks
Yeah,
Saturday.
2 weeks Saturday.
Yeah.
Sorry. Do you think it ought to be stopped though at that kind of money? Cram 3 games.
It's
into
a
week by
lot.
weekend,
It's a lot. It is a lot. It's the Championship, not the Premier League. It's Derby, not Old Trafford. But we always sell out.
But if it's Old Trafford, then it'd be £20.
But if we were in the Premier League, yeah. But the EFL don't have those rules. And the reality is we sell out every time we go to Derby. It's you book a holiday in the summer holidays. It's an outrageous amount more than it would be if you go in school time. It's the same as any other line of business. Supply and demand.
Please?
Sorry, yeah.
So will you not pay any more than 20 quid to watch a Premier League game? Is that what you mean?
Look,
or
we've had a slogan. We've had a slogan here, and others have pinched it. But we came up with this like years ago. 20's plenty, and it was years ago. I wouldn't even ask Chris to try and find the programs that it was on because it was donkey's years ago. And even back then, 20 quid's plenty. It's plenty of money to go and watch a game of football for 90 minutes for an hour and a half, isn't it?
I think so. But you do pay
the
for
debate
the.
will rumble on, I'm sure, because. Did we get any feedback from anybody who got any superstitions before when they go to football?
I think someone said something earlier.
Kevin Kelly likes to go into the ground through the same gate
Yes,
and
me too.
turnstile.
Absolutely.
If it ever breaks down, then I will have to go home, he says. Which is a bit over the top.
Oh, the one that I go into is next to the club shop. I don't mind which turnstile I go into, but that's where my dad took me to my first game. That's where I always have to go in.
Yeah.
Unless of course, I specifically have to go in somewhere else.
Yeah.
That's
See,
the one.
Mark Adams, 33 quid is a joke. Will still be there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's
I know,
That's
I know.
the point, isn't it?
It is, but it's his first comments that are the ones that count, really.
I think Leeds is the worst, isn't it? Is that
Leeds,
45?
Sheffield.
Sheffield Wednesday's always expensive, yeah. I
Yeah.
think Sheffield Wednesday's on a Tuesday night, I think, this week. This
This
year.
season, yeah.
So it'll be interesting to see whether they go 40 odd quid. Because if it's 40 odd quid for a Tuesday night in Sheffield, then they might be struggling for 500 fans.
Okay, we've got a shirt that's been heavily kind of advertised these last few weeks, and it's signed up. Tell us all about it, Mrs. Browne.
Right, okay, yeah. We've done an auction, and for this signed shirt, and I believe it's up to £320, and the auction is going
That's
to finish
incredible.
at 8 p.m.
At 8 p.m. tonight. So if you want to put in a bid, a credible, viable bid for that shirt, it's currently resting at £320, which is an incredible amount of money for a
Amazing.
Birmingham City shirt. All the money is going to...
My holiday fund this year, isn't it?
As if you don't get paid enough. BHST, I believe, Chris, yeah?
Yeah, Birmingham Homeless.
Yeah.
Yes, it is.
Yes, yeah. So every single penny of that money will be passed on to the Birmingham Homeless Support Team, and currently, as I say, it stands at £320. So if anybody wants to bid any more than that, you're obviously very welcome to. Right, the phone's going to start buzzing because I've got all the Euro games on alert. So
I didn't think you cared.
I don't, but I'm working. So. I only care when I'm working.
Everybody cares.
Of course I care, really. Right, Kevin Kelly, what's your thoughts on Gary Monk landing at Sheffield? I like Almagier view other than Beattie going over the remaining staff and Pep will stay now. Do you know what, Kevin? I absolutely couldn't give a flying monkeys about Gary Monk. Boom. There. That's my take. Yours?
I think it has got... I'm interested now because he said about an Almagier piece, which I haven't seen. But
I haven't seen it either. I've been busy today.
But I have to say, obviously that appointment does have ramifications for Blues in terms of what members of staff
May or may
leave
not.
Blues. Now, obviously, BT is somebody who has been little bit cast away from match day events, certainly. Obviously, Sean Rush, the fitness guy, is somebody who has a long-standing relationship with Monk. Would he prioritise Monk over Pep? And I think the head analyst as well is part of that group as well. So there's 3 members of staff there that could leave.
I know, and I do see that side of it, but as far as the individual is concerned,
well, yeah,
I don't care.
No, he was always going to get another job at some point.
Yeah.
He's gone to Sheffield Wednesday now. What you need to look at are the 3 people I've mentioned there. They're all under contract. So if Sheffield Wednesday do want them, if Gary Monk does want them, there'll be compensation to pay, which obviously is income for Blues, which helps Blues out.
But then we have to find replacements.
And that is I think for me, that is the most interesting bit then.
Because we've got this other guy waiting in the wings, haven't we, as well?
Well, who? Javi Calm?
Yes, yeah.
Yeah, well, he's the under-23
at the moment.
head coach, but he is at the games. You know, he's been on the bench the last couple of games now. Now, the interesting thing for me is the security of Pep's job. Do we replace these guys? So if BT was to go, if Sean Rush was to go, if the analyst was to go,
we'd have to, wouldn't we? I think the interesting thing for me is if this is the first time they haven't actually gone with him, so they've actually got jobs at Birmingham City at the moment with us.
Yeah.
And it obviously for me it depends how happy and settled they are with their families in the area. And obviously I think history tells you, is he going to be at Sheffield Wednesday for long? You know, we don't know that, but you know, is he going to? He hasn't stayed anywhere for any longer than a year, has he? Or 2 at most at Swansea.
Yeah,
so
yeah.
You know, it's not a stable future, is it really? When you look at it that way, but who knows?
But it's where your loyalties are. Obviously,
yeah.
You know, Pep didn't go with Monk to Borough.
No,
because he was in
Oxford.
He was in work. He's in work now. So I don't. If Pep stayed at Oxford instead of going with Monk, then I don't think there's any concern about him leaving Blues.
Well, he's got the top job at the moment.
And I said on social media when Monk got the job, I think if Pep was to walk and join Monk at Sheffield Wednesday, I don't think he'll ever get a bigger job than Blues head coach.
No.
But as I said, going back to replacing anybody who does follow Monk, the interesting thing for me is whether they back Pep or whether they just pick anybody. Yeah, because that will tell us how stable Pep's job is.
Yeah.
If Pep gets to choose his backroom staff, then he's a little bit more stable in his job than we first thought.
Yeah.
If they wait or if they bring in anybody, then you know maybe we need to start. Yeah, obviously we're unsure about how secure Pep's job is anyway. So,
well, Herrera is assistant. He's assistant at the moment. Obviously, you know, hasn't been anywhere with Gary Monk, has he?
No.
And then we've got the Xavi Calm, as you say, as well. So there is a safety net kind of there. We'd have to replace the logs of Sean Rush and, you know, probably James Beattie as well, I would have thought. And obviously the goalkeeper coach, Daryl Flahavan.
But nothing's happened yet.
No, exactly.
So
it is what it is, isn't it? Yeah.
And that's because they're under contract, so you know it's going to take negotiations and it's going to take, you know, contracts to be bought out for anybody to leave at the moment. So.
The only thing Pep probably will want though is some sort of reassurances that he is there for the long term, because
and this is where it's crucial now, because whoever does leave, this is where Pep can say, right, what is the situation?
Yeah.
How secure am I? Am I getting my staff, or are you going to wait and see until Christmas and see if you sack me and bring everybody else in, and then it's a whole new staff who come in?
And then potentially he's missed an opportunity to go to Sheffield Wednesday as Gary Monk's assistant again. Potentially, you know. I know he's got the Sheffield Wednesday guy with him. What's his name?
Bullen.
Yeah, he's got him as his assistant. But
Early goals going in: San Marino 0, Cyprus 1. That was in the second minute of that game. So we'll just keep an eye on those today and keep you updated, as there are no Blues games on this week. So Right, okay, for tonight we've got the shirt. That's got to go by 8 o'clock. It's currently selling at £320. If anybody wants to bid any extra for that, please get in touch. We've got the 3-word
honestly,
review.
I can't emphasise enough how good that that contribution will go to the cause it's going to.
Yeah.
Fantastic.
I mean, I could go Iceland, or back to America. If it, over 320 quid.
Yeah.
I mean, honestly, the world is my oyster for next year's holiday. So, seriously, if you guys can get it up to 400, that'd be amazing. Because that's.
I said fantastic. They're thinking you're thinking of talking about Birmingham homeless. Are you talking about yourself?
No, my holiday. There's sort of flights out and everything. So, I really do appreciate it.
What can I do?
Dennis says, so where do you sit with the Moors charging £15 for a game, home match, standing, to let, and £18 for a seat? It's as expensive as Blues. That is quite
It is
There's
expensive.
a lot of money in it, yeah.
That's gone up quite considerably, hasn't it?
I paid 15 for the ticket to 2 games last season. They were 15 quid, yeah.
Really?
But they've had to build a new stand. They've got to get it from somewhere.
Just to do Lee a favour as well, who I think he's watching, the Cafe to You,
Oh,
Solihull van has moved over the opposite side of the ground. So it's now behind.
So I'm told.
Yeah, so it's not actually behind the new stand, it's behind the other side.
Right.
Yeah.
So anyone who's wondering where he is
the
at the
opposite
games,
stand.
that goes to Blues Women or Solihull Moors,
Yeah.
he's going to be over the other side.
Please do go and get your bovrils. Okay, so the shirt's got to go by 8 p.m. We've got 3-word review coming up shortly. All you need to do is share this stream on your personal Facebook page to win a chance for next week's prize. We'll have that competition drawn shortly. We've got a caption winner. We've got the alphabet game. We're going to say a very special thanks to Craig Courtney tonight, who does an awful lot of work for us in the background, especially on Twitter and other bits of social media. So, Craig Courtney, thank you very much indeed. We've got a debate, which we're going to have. We're not going to tell you that yet. We've got 2 debates, actually.
Right.
And
How exciting!
what we want is, and somebody is looking for this, Christophe Dugarry signed shirt.
Yes, if anybody's got one, please
Wow.
get in touch. You may have found a home for it. That's if you want to get rid of it. But yeah, get in touch and we'll tell you the details.
And well done to James Hodgett, who popped into the studio just before we went on air, for winning the Shay Adams signed shirt last week. He had to go.
A few weeks ago now.
A few weeks ago it was, yeah, sorry, beg your pardon.
Yeah,
Yeah, he had to
well,
go because the kids were in the car arguing about who's going to have it.
I offered to sign it as well, but he didn't seem very interested in that, did he?
I wasn't in the room, which is why
He
didn't
probably
seem
would, yeah. I
interested.
think that's what he was waiting for, but
Yeah.
he just couldn't wait any longer.
Also,
a
apologies,
shame.
one of my cameras isn't working, so
Which
instead
one?
of 5, we've only got 4 cameras.
Which one? That one.
That's
So you're on that one.
That doesn't affect me. That doesn't affect
Not
me.
too bad. You're still on 2 cameras. But, I might get it working before the show ends.
Okay, 5 minutes to go for the shirt then. So who won the 3-word review this week, please, Mrs. Brown?
That's going to be announced in about 5 minutes. I've been told by our backroom staff.
Our backroom staff are busy working on that one, are they?
Our people are
It's just got in.
Oh, I don't know. The alphabet game so far, we've drawn out an F
Yep.
and an E.
An E,
An
yep.
E.
Yep.
Right, okay. So we've got another one coming up tonight. Let's do that now.
Do you want to do that now?
Yeah, can we do it now?
I'm not
And that gives everybody plenty of time to think.
Do you want to draw this week's?
Yeah, by all means.
I'm just treated like a sex slave. I don't even know where it is. Lost it.
I'm all prepared, he said earlier.
I know, I thought he said that as well.
Nick Rawson says the Moors charge £10 with a Blues season ticket, so that's
That could be an incentive.
discounted.
couldn't it?
I wish I'd have known that last season. Kevin Kelly says announce Pep as the manager,
Absolutely.
not the acting manager, and back him with Paco and Javier. Craig Courtney says, was he negotiating a deal with Monk, and why was he late? I think that's the backroom staff. The backroom staff have been sorting negotiations out with Monk,
Right, okay.
which is frightening.
Scary frightening.
Yeah. Janie Tarbuck says we are in a better position now than we were this time last season.
Absolutely, James.
So
Completely
give
agree.
Pep a chance. It's a chance for Pep to step out of Monk's shadow and be a manager in his own right, says Kevin Kelly. And I think as much as the relationship is obviously there between him and Monk, yeah, that's why he has to stay. At the end of the day, he'd be insane to leave.
Dig deep then, Nick.
24 left, and here we go. This week's letter is going to be... Now, this is the surname of a Birmingham City player who you regard to be the best that you've ever had.
Someone's obviously put that back in.
Put that back in.
Do you do that with Quality Street as well, Chris? Put the wrappers back in after you've finished.
Just put your empty wrappers back
Someone's
in.
put that back in.
Let's come back out. Should we have that one again? Oh, for sale, Francis.
I knew it was going to
They'd
happen.
Have a shout.
Okay.
X. If you can't think of any, we'll do another one in a couple of minutes.
Should we go with
Draw a line.
anyone with X in their name that's played for the Blues? In their surname? Have we got any of them?
That's not the rule.
No, okay.
Well,
So there's no X.
Sticks to the rules.
They weren't the. They
Okay.
weren't.
No, okay.
There must be a
When we
player.
signed our contract earlier on this season,
Yeah, that wasn't the
for
rule.
the Alphabet Alpha Blues game.
That's all I
That
could think
was
of on the
not.
spot. There isn't any, is there? I can't think of any.
Give someone 5 minutes.
That's the game. Can anyone think of a player? to play
Quickly
for
go
Blues?
on Wikipedia.
Right, Stephen Gill, how did
Anyone
Rachel
doing
Williams get on, Mr. Fun? I'm desperate to get down there to see a couple of games this season, but I checked on Google Maps, but it's so confusing to get down there to Blues Women. Can anybody give me some decent directions to get me down there? Yes, Stephen, it's very, 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 very simple.
It
Go
is.
down the A41 towards Birmingham Airport and turn right at the big hotel.
This is from town.
This is from
Yeah.
town, yeah. Turn right at the big hotel.
Yeah. Follow that road all the way
I
up.
can't remember what it used to be called, the International Hotel, but I can't remember what it's called nowadays.
No, more.
No. And then just follow that road down and it's on your right-hand side.
It is.
And it's very
Go
easy.
all the way to the roundabout.
Come back
Do
on
a
yourself.
U-turn and turn. It's on your left
Yeah.
hand
So there you are,
side.
Stephen Gill, you know now.
And Rachel Williams came on for the last 40 minutes or so. She came on with about 5 minutes of the second half gone. She missed about 12, 13 months with a nasty injury. So it was fantastic to see her back fit. And yeah, she put herself about. She didn't look like she was worried about her knee, which is the main thing. That was the biggest concern, that we'd lose a little bit of what Rachel offers, but she was as committed as ever. And it's fantastic to see her back. I think a fit Rachel Williams this season is
30 seconds for the shirt.
basically a new signing, and it's a new, gives us an added dimension.
Should we draw another letter?
Yeah, nobody's giving
No one's going to go.
It's the Holiday Inn, according to Adam Wilkes, and a few people have corrected you. It's the A45.
Scotland 0, Belgium 1.
Oh, good.
Scotland 0, Belgium
that's-
1.
What's the point?
The Stevie Linux count.
No.
Stevie who?
It's got to be.
It's got to be a surname that begins with a letter in it. That's what that was.
We'll give you another one.
That was the rules.
We'll probably have to take Q out as well, won't we?
Please don't put his head.
Frank Crudrew.
You might as well write Frank Andrew on it.
Quincy.
There we go, it's a P. Can I have a P, please, Bob?
Loads of P's, loads of P's.
Or is it a B?
Gotta be loads of P's.
No, it's a
Peas.
P. So there it is, P.
Surname beginning with the letter P. Pesky Salido.
Ian Connor, evening, lads. Keep right on. Good evening to you as well. And Stephen Gill, how much is a season ticket down there? What, down the Blues or down at the Moors?
ladies.
Blues Women, 60 quid.
That's not
Now
bad.
that's not a bad deal.
How many games?
11 league games. Obviously, we were one down now.
That's
So
not
we've
for the
got-
Mr. Fun stand, is it?
No, it's for any stand. You can stand in the Mr. Fun stand if you want.
Which one's that one?
I
new one.
opened it on
The new one.
Saturday.
Ah,
Yeah, yesterday. So 60 quid wherever. 11 league games. So there's obviously one down. So there's 10 league games left. And I think the cup games are included in it. And we've got 2 home games in the Continental Cup.
Okay.
So if you were to get it now, it'd be 60 quid for 12 games.
It's
Yeah.
not a bad deal. It's not a bad deal at all. Latvia 0, North Macedonia 1, as the scores continue to trickle through. I'm sure you're all highly interested in that
I
one.
was worried sick about that.
It's a big game. Ray Hobro says Kevin Phillips.
that's a good shout. He was great.
Kevin Kelly says Gary Pendry.
Oh, top
As does Ray
player.
Price.
Yeah.
Walter Pandiani, which is...
Darren
Walter Pandiani's had 3 selections. That's insane. 4? Oh my goodness. Malcolm Page, says Dave Twine.
Darren Purse.
Darren
Yeah, good
Purse
call,
is an
good call.
option.
Darren Purse was a good player. Phillips is probably going to, for me anyway, that I've seen. But that's what the votes say.
Do you mind Pennant?
And Scroll.
He was good as well.
Just 2 minutes. I'd like to.
Ray Hobro says Craig Courtney. Ray Hobro, top of the monthly Soccer Six. So well done to Ray. And the A45 leads you to Costa del Daventry. You're absolutely quite correct there. I'm sure it's the A41, isn't it? Is it the A41?
45, I think.
Yeah, doesn't the A45 go to Coventry?
Yeah,
That is the road.
that's the
It's the
Coventry
same road, is
Road.
it?
Yeah.
Right,
Road,
okay,
yeah.
my apologies then, it's the A40 or A45. Sorry about that. Gary Pendry, Pandiani, Benji Smith. We'll have some more, Chris, please, if we could. Paul,
Adam Wilkes says Darren Purse.
Pesky Solidu from Pete Taylor.
Yeah,
Paul Paris from Stephen Gill. Malcolm Page, Dave Twine. Gary Pendry, my teen dream. Linda Ensor. Well, Linda. Darren Purse from Adam Wilkes. Oh, he's awake. Another Walter Pandiani. Brighton Women. Can you just scroll that one down, Chris? Because I just can't see off the bottom, dude. Brighton Women. No. You've gone too far.
Brighton Women,
Thank you.
£30. I have one, says Brett Stanley. He lives in Sussex. His daughter's is £10, and they play at Crawley. They do play at Crawley. If you go to the one when Blues play down there, Brett, we'll have to say hello.
And Kevin Kelly wants to congratulate me on the continued rehabilitation from the multi-pocket gilet. What is
No,
it?
it's on the back.
It's here. I've only got my work one on today because I've been doing some painting. So I've got my work gilet on. I have a spare work gilet at home.
Attached to him.
I have a green gilet at home, and I have my best gilet.
Gilet.
Can we start saying gilet?
Gilet.
Emma Humphrey says Kevin Phillips. Kelvin Hembrough says Kevin Paul.
Oh, Gary
the
was
old
decent.
goalkeeper.
Gary Paul was all right as well. Only the right back.
Don't remember Gary Paul.
Gary Paul, yeah, under Barry Fry, he weren't bad.
Oh, no wonder we don't remember. Barry Fry.
George Parrish, he's just come into my head.
Yeah.
He weren't.
Any more for any more?
Yep, sorry.
Thank you.
I'm trying to multitask here.
Yeah,
As usual.
A45. Here we go. Pete Taylor says the end of the A45 Daventry turn left at the lights. Snack and Jack sandwich van Pucker Ray. There you go. Do they sell Pucker pies? That's all we want to know.
No,
No.
they do
And
not.
Craig Courtney says Phillips for me. Kevin Phillips from Richard Taylor. Any more for any more for any more?
Tony Hurley says Wilson Palacios.
He went on to
remember
good
the name.
things.
Yeah,
he went to Spurs.
and
Spurs, that was
Wigan.
it, yeah.
Stoke,
Yeah,
Tottenham.
yeah, it went to Spurs.
Yeah, sorry, you said that. Yeah.
Places.
Okay, so there's quite a few in there for P's.
Pedersen, Christian Pedersen.
Christian Pedersen.
Linda's
Oh,
just
my
said it.
dear me.
Linda,
Did she?
yeah.
Cool. Well done,
Okay,
Linda.
I can tell you. I can tell you the winner of the 3-word review is no one.
No
Nobody
one.
won it.
Because there
we knew
wasn't one. There wasn't a game.
Yeah, but
I was going to say that. I didn't think we'd do one.
I thought I saw the three fingers on go past on my Facebook at some point over the weekend. Perhaps that was just somebody gestating.
Sure, it
to
wasn't
me.
someone
Maybe,
FaceTiming
yeah. Pete Taylor says Will Packwood. Richard Hare says Jonathan Bass. Not quite sure if Richard's got the point of the game or Jonathan Bass has just walked past his window or something. Stephen says George Paris. Kevin Paul, another one. Kevin says, can we have an update on Piegate? Have the club replied to the gastronomic outcry?
The club have gone quiet.
I like it though. Gastronomic
Yeah.
rather than
I know.
astronomic. Gastronomic. It's very clever.
Very clever.
Very
Play on
clever
words.
from Kevin. I saw Kevin before the Stoke
I like
game.
it.
I wouldn't have thought he'd come out with something as clever
No,
as that
no.
based
Doesn't
on
look
his
that
looks.
bright, does it?
But very good.
Funnily enough, I like a little play on words.
It's quite clever, really.
Yeah.
We might do
That's
something
a shame.
special at the end for
It's
you.
a shame, isn't it?
Right, the shirt has gone. Can we just check that nobody else has paid any extra money for that then, Chris? And then £320 will be winging its way as soon as we get it, obviously,
Thank you.
to Birmingham Homeless Support Team.
What?
Yep. No, the winner is on. I'm going to tell you. I'm going to let you know.
Lindsay Phillips says Fred Pickering.
Oof.
One from the past.
Estonia 0, Netherlands 1.
Is Northern Ireland Germany still 0-0?
Latvia 0, North Macedonia 2. Yeah, that one's still 0-0.
You see that penalty that was given against Holland? The
No.
handball, when he wasn't even looking. No. The ball hit his hand there, and he wasn't even looking.
That was
delete, I think, or
there was one in the Finland-Italy game as well, which was similar to that.
Yeah, it's just madness for me.
I think that was Bobby Madley, the English referee.
I thought we were writing them on the back.
What's that?
That's the F that came out earlier.
Oh.
I don't know.
Don't ask me.
I don't know. We've done it anyway.
Controversy.
It's controversial, yeah.
Somebody's been in a bit of a fiddle, I think. Okay, so I can announce the winner of our shirt with £320 going to
Chris Pugh's holiday
Birmingham's homeless is Richard Golding.
Oh, Richard. Congratulations, Richard.
That £320 is an absolute fantastic amount.
Yeah.
Jokes aside.
So I did see Matty P on earlier, so Matty P, £320 will be winging its way to your charity very, very shortly.
It's a flight
Fantastic.
to Orlando. I'm so fortunate. Kevin Kelly, who's on fire tonight,
wants me to stop photocopying the running order.
well, he does.
We have to have a running order.
I didn't understand that. Have you photocopied something?
No, I write it out every single week.
Yeah, I haven't got a copy.
That was last week. This week.
I just come in and get told what to say.
And not to smile.
Yeah, don't dare. Kevin Kelly says 20 is plenty. This is for the ticketing.
Yeah.
20 is plenty. 30 is dirty.
Ooh.
And 40 is naughty.
Ooh, I wonder what 50 would be.
Shifty.
Thrifty.
Shifty.
You have to be thrifty to pay 50.
Stuart Parnaby, he wasn't a bad cover fullback.
Not a bad shout.
Never really first choice, was
rubbish. Absolutely rubbish. How dare you put him in the same category as
I think that's
someone
probably
else.
because I've put the 3-word review in, but I was told by Mrs. Brown to put the 3-word review in when.
Yeah. No, it's more.
Yeah.
I'll take full responsibility.
I'm going to give you full responsibility. Let him take it.
Yeah.
Should we have a debate then?
Hold on, let me just read this one out from Matty P. Thanks for your support, Tilton Talk Show. Everyone at the Birmingham Homeless Support Trust is lost for words, to be honest. And a big thanks to Richard for the final bid. Keep right on.
Superb, Matty, nice one. Thank you very
Brilliant.
much. And you
really
know
does
that
look
we
like
will
I'm not getting that money.
You aren't getting the money. We'll do anything we can for you throughout the course of the football season, mate. And I'm about to embark on my next collections around my area. So. Boom.
And Richard can't be with us tonight. It sounds like an opening for an Oscar. Richard can't be with us tonight. But he does know now that he has won. So
full time was Azerbaijan 1, Croatia 1. It's still Latvia 0, North Macedonia 2.
So in that group, what does that do for that group, the Croatia group now?
I don't know, because if I click off that, I'll never find it again.
Okay.
Not very savvy.
that's true.
Yeah. And
Kevin Kelly says, I heard that Chris Pugh is going to match fund the auction. Assuming it means I'm going to put that same amount in, and I just have to announce that I've been to Orlando and Miami this year. There's no way that money is going anywhere near anyone but my credit card company. Because it's high, so I'd love to, but I've got a mortgage to pay, and the credit card company.
I'm going to slash my wrist in a minute.
Strong. They're stronger than the Birmingham Homeless Support Team.
And bigger.
Yeah, they've got a few more.
They've got more boys.
I know they've got Baz and Matty P, but there's a few more at the credit card company.
Oh dear. Please, if anybody's got a Dugarry shirt, a signed Dugarry shirt, we have somebody that desperately wants to get hold of one.
For a very special occasion, apparently.
Yes, for a very special occasion.
Very special.
We're not going to divulge what that very special occasion is, but it's for a very special occasion.
Is it my birthday?
Right, okay. Okay.
Debate time.
Can we just before that? Can you just put out another?
That's twice I've been
announcement?
stopped in my tracks.
Can you please promote this for my daughter? Esme is doing Pretty Muddy as part of a Race for Life. She wants to do this in memory of her granddad who passed away aged 65
Bless.
a few years ago due to cancer. Despite the fact she doesn't like getting dirty, she's determined to do her granddad proud.
Oh, little
This is a fantastic course, so anything you can spare will greatly appreciate it. Thank you. We'll put that link on the on our website, on our webpage, on our group
On our
page,
Facebook
sorry.
page, yeah.
Yeah, good stuff.
Oh,
Esme's
little-
Race for Life, if you want to.
What's her name again?
Esme.
Esme. Well done, Esme.
Well done.
Well done.
Fantastic. Debate.
Debate. Now, this was a great debate we had just before we went on air earlier, and the question was posed to each three of us in turn, and each three of us gave our answers, which we're not going to divulge yet. However, would you like to see Birmingham City promoted to the Premier League,
That's it.
or
That's the
debate.
question.
or would you like to see England win the Euros next season, and you can only choose one? So that's either Blues to win, go up into the Premier League, or England to win a major championship in the Euros next year. Off you go. Comments up, please, Mr. Browne. So. Right. Oh, Graham Potter's just come in, by the way. Well, he hasn't just come in, but Brett Stanley
Is
says
he?
Graham Potter. And Kevin French says you're depressing him.
Yeah.
Jeff
That's my
Horsfield
job,
has a
isn't it?
Dugarry signed cheque for his Chateau extension. Kevin, what's he been drinking tonight?
I've no idea. Kevin French says Blues. Brett Stanley says Blues. This is exactly how I would anticipate this to go.
You only
Ray
just said
Harbrow
Blues.
says Blues.
You only just said Blues.
It's so close for me
Is it?
because obviously Blues getting promoted would be incredible, and for Birmingham and for us and for for
Yeah, we got one here for the Euros. Benji Smith.
Cool.
We ain't ready for Premier League football yet. Championship is much better anyway. I think for me,
good man Benji. I don't mind that at all.
I want to see us win a major tournament in my life, and I've never seen it.
Yeah.
So, and I've seen the Blues promote.
2011 Carling Cup.
I'm on about
Yeah,
England.
exactly. We've seen Blues lift.
We've seen Blues lift the
You ain't
trophy.
seen England
I'd see
lift
him
the
do it
trophy.
again. Ray Blues.
Richard Hayler says couldn't give a monkeys about England. Well, you've shown that at Richard by living in Miami. So I'm not interested in not interested in your opinion, Richard.
Cutthroat. That was cutthroat.
Yeah, there goes your
Yeah.
lodging.
And scrolling.
I had the flight money and everything as well. Simple
Andy
Blues
Evans
before
Blues.
country, says Kevin Kelly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Tim Croucher, Faraday Blues. I think the general consensus of opinion is that it's Blues. Blues
John-
promotion, John Bloor.
Yeah.
Out of
Craig
Wilkes
Courtney.
Blues because they have more of an effect on me than England do, and I think that's the same for me too, Adam. Pete Taylor said if anybody says England win the Euros rather than Birmingham to get promoted, you need to get off the CBD drinks. Benji!
But I disagree with Adam when he says Blues have more of an effect on me than England do. Because look at last summer's World Cup.
It's just immense.
Blues
It was only because the weather was nice.
Blues winning a game doesn't do that. Doesn't have that effect.
It does on Birmingham City supporters.
No, it doesn't. That victory against Stoke last weekend.
I was still dancing 20 minutes after the final whistle.
Well, more fool you.
Why?
You'll do yourself damage with
I
that
know.
back.
I wasn't doing the salsa though. I'm
Yeah.
alright.
But that win against Stoke was fantastic for what it was. But it didn't compare. Nothing like the win on penalties over Colombia or the Sweden game. Absolutely nothing like.
Sorry?
You don't deserve nice things. Neither of you deserve nice things.
What about
Mum would have
If your
said to
house
me-
burnt down, it would be all you deserve because we deserve we deserve nothing nice. If you're anti this England setup, you deserve nothing nice in life.
I've got a shrine to Birmingham City in my house. One room dedicated to Birmingham City Football Club. I don't have a shrine to England.
You deserve nothing nice.
You ever owned an
So
England
you want
top?
my house to burn down
Yes,
tonight?
yours to go.
You ever
as
had an
well.
England shirt?
Sorry?
You ever worn an England shirt
Have I ever worn an England shirt?
or owned one?
I've had an England rugby one many, many years ago. Do you know what? I don't think I have, to be honest with you, Paul.
No,
Young
no.
No, never.
I don't think I have, honestly.
You can even get them with the St George's cross on and the Blues badge.
Yeah.
I had one of them. I had a polo shirt, which I wore for golf with one of them. Yeah.
I think Paul's genuinely surprised, aren't you? at
I am,
some of
to
the
be fair.
actions?
Yeah.
I'm not. I'm disgusted.
We don't know.
I'm not. And the
I
most.
don't want your house to burn down. That's
No.
that's the thing I want to do.
Mine isn't going to burn down because I'm a nice guy.
Well, you've got what? You've got one now. One person who actually-
He's smiling. It's cracked.
But I am. That's who I am. I am an all-round good egg.
So Craig Courtney, the country needs a lift, so definitely the Euros for him. Adam Wilkes, England to
agree.
win a World Cup would be better than the Euros. I'd go World Cup
Don't think
Blues,
it matters,
then
Adam.
Europe.
Don't think it matters.
Kev
World Cup
Kelly,
or Euros.
England squad is all Premier prima donnas and so remote
Rubbish.
from us as Blue supporters. There's no connection.
Absolute
Kevin, I agree completely,
rubbish.
100% wholeheartedly.
Tosh.
Tim Croucher Faraday, I named my son Blue, not England. There you go.
Well, that's a silly name, Tim.
My cat's
What's
called
wrong
Bo.
with
Tim's, Tim's a big bloke.
What's wrong with Keith?
My cat's called Bo.
Or Brian.
What's wrong with Professor Tiddles?
I am club before country, but I just want to see England win a tournament.
And Ray says the World Cup is over 2 months and not a season. Adam Wilkes, the European
Irrelevant.
Cup to me is like the Europa League. It's the power sibling to the world. Poor, beg your pardon, poorer.
The European Cup.
Maureen Minute has a blues
Euros.
room too. Maureen, please send me a photo of your
yeah,
blues
yes.
room and I'll send you one of mine later. Does Mr. Fun not remember the elation at Cardiff seeing Darren Carter score that penalty to take us to the Premier League? I
Yeah.
was buzzing for
I was there.
Pete Taylor.
I
I'm
was
still
there.
buzzing.
It was incredible.
And I've seen his foot in the studio.
I think that for me was the best blues, my best blues moment. That was so far. I mean, Martin's at Wembley was incredible. But for a Blues fan to step up and take that penalty
Yeah.
that I was playing pool with in the Sedgemere literally 3 weeks before, as well, was just amazing.
I'm not full name dropping in this
Scotland
studio.
0, Belgium 2.
Good.
Kev Kelly on the Storch Ramona Remainer. So when we Brexit Europe, hope we can play the Euros with credibility. We could move to.
CONCACAF.
Oh, it's okay. I haven't got my glasses on. CONCACAF Federation. And Ray says if Tyrone Mings can play for England, so can I.
Tyrone Mings hasn't played for England,
He's got called up, didn't he?
yeah.
so you can't, right?
No.
Yeah.
We'll be all right. Australia got into the Eurovision. Nice one, Pete Taylor. Kevin French, does it matter? Both teams let you down. Come the crunch.
And to think that I was depressing him.
He's got a point though, isn't he?
What a disgrace.
Richard Ayler says similar in excitement, to be honest. Not for me. Used to be. Not for me. Maybe it'll grow again. I don't know.
But
Maybe.
you've...
Maybe. But at the moment, it's not for me.
It's a disgrace.
Okay.
Scotland 0, Belgium 3 after 32 minutes.
Dear
Good.
me.
We want double figures.
Alan Minute wants to know if we're going to be allowed into the European if we Brexit. Goodness me, Scotland 3-0 down. Oops.
What's
Cheered
the
me
point
up.
of Scotland?
What? I've said it before on this show,
Have you?
and I maintain it.
What is the point?
What is the point? Ship them off.
So you're saying Scottish people
Get a
aren't allowed to
massive
support their
saw,
team?
cut it down the line at Hadrian's Wall, and just shove them off towards Iceland. See you later.
I must apologise to any of our Scottish listeners.
I hope Dev's not watching.
They won't be listening. 3-0 down at home to Belgium.
They're all tuned in. I've just bit my jaw now. Oh dear. Adam Wilkes, I've cried tears of joy and sorrows for Blues, never for England. Richard Taylor, no,
rubbish.
that comment was a follow-up to saying I'd rather watch paint dry than England play.
I would have agreed with that 3 years ago.
I can only assume that paint dries a little bit quicker in Miami though, because it's warmer.
Yeah. Yeah. I would imagine so. It only take 10 minutes. You're laughing?
Was it matte or satin?
Yeah, that's a good shout from Alan Minnitt there. What about Jude Bellingham, captain of England, and scoring?
Kev Kelly says, with 3 members on the panel, you should get a democratic decision. Are you going to vote on this debate? Yes, we are. Once we've voted on it, we're not going to go back on it.
We all have.
Nobody's going to change. Nobody's going to change our minds. No, we're not going to spend 3 years now debating this. Yeah,
I think we should.
We're going to vote now. Blues or England? We may spend 3 years debating it.
England.
Right, okay.
For me, I've not seen England win a Europe major tournament. I've seen Blues promoted before. I'm going for England.
Right, I'm going
Yes!
Hello.
Winners? No, you don't get a say.
Hello. I could have the deciding vote.
Bring the dog in as well. Okay, so the panel, and I have to go along with the panel's decision. Even though it's not mine.
It could be a tie if you two vote. Well, I know we know what your two are going to
Chris
vote.
doesn't get a say.
His wife would tell you that. Okay, Scotland are lucky to have nil, says Ray.
Good.
Forced independency, courtesy of Mr. Fun. And Adam Wilkes, I'd be inclined to watch England more if there were BCF players in the team.
Yeah.
You got to get past that.
Tim wants to sack the panel. Not all of us, Tim, please. Don't forget mine was Blues. Chris Browne is the John Burke of the Tilton Talk Show. He's decided to leave.
He's soon as well.
He's quitting, isn't he? Oh, dear me. That was a comedy of errors today, him quitting on the 31st of October, wasn't it? Huh?
Let's not get into politics.
No, it's just a comedy. It's just a comedy. Lee Maley's going Blues. Brett Stanley says you're crazy fools. Not me, Brett. I want the Blues to win every time.
Nonsense, Brett.
Every time. And Leza Hinsley, what do we think about McKieran in trial? Oh, McKieran in trial. On trial.
Yeah, Josh McEachran, yeah.
McEachran, sorry.
Yeah.
What do we know?
Tidy
I do
player on the
apologise because
ball.
I haven't got my none.
What do we know about him?
I don't know a thing
He's
about him.
5 years ago, he was the next biggest thing in English football. He was the highly rated player at Chelsea coming through. I don't know enough about his background, his personal life, whether that's had an impact or an effect on the fact that he hasn't got anywhere near to where he should be in football. Obviously went to Brentford. I actually thought every time I saw him play for Brentford he looked pretty good. I was really surprised to see that they released him on a free this summer. Even more surprised that nobody's picked him up. And the fact that when we were all looking at the free transfer list in July,
None of us mentioned his name.
no, I did.
Did you?
He
My
was
apologies,
one that I he stood out for me like a sore thumb, especially with the fact that we were crying out for midfielders. Midfielders who can put their foot on the ball, are comfortable on the ball. His movement is normally very good. So I think for me, if he's on trial, I would absolutely snap him up, give him a year's contract with an option of a second year if he does well. Because I think he could be a massive player in this team.
Nice.
He's had a lot of loans, hasn't he? He's had quite a few loans.
He was, he obviously Chelsea when they were going through their loan off 40 players every season.
Swansea, wasn't
he was one who was one of those. Obviously making his way to Brentford, but like I say, I think there's definitely a spot in our midfield for Josh McEachran.
Well, Pete Taylor says I think we should get in McEachran because we clearly need 47 central midfielders. And
We haven't got 47 central midfielders.
Aaron Gallers has just joined us from down in Cornwall, I believe. I think he comes from down that way somewhere, doesn't he? Kevin Kelly, any other news on the free agents? No, I've got nothing. You got anything?
No.
Have you got anything? No.
No.
And anyone know if Clark Salter played for us under 23s today? Keita definitely did, Adam, but unfortunately took a massive blow on the ankle and got took off.
Is he not with England under 21s? Because they're playing
Clark
tonight.
Salter.
Yeah, because he's captain, isn't
He is.
But is he?
Depends on whether he's still injured or
Is he
not.
involved? Do you know if he's in the squad or?
He's not in the team. I know that.
Right.
Because I saw the team come up earlier. So
Lee Maley wants to know where were you for your Bovril and Pepper at Blues Women yesterday. Mr. Fun was going to give you some green monkey for the panel to try tonight too.
Yes.
Oh.
Oh, get it written, man.
Have a look at what you could have won.
Is this a cafe to you, Solihull?
Yeah.
Sponsored by
Our
Bullseye.
sponsor.
I'll go tomorrow.
You'll go where tomorrow?
Yeah.
Ask him to drop
Oh.
Sorry.
I might nip round for breakfast, Chris. You coming?
Yeah. I've got to do
There you go.
Okay.
We'll pick them up for next Monday.
Okay.
No problem.
I apologise, Lee. I would have come, but it was first game of the season, and a few of us decided that we were going to have a few pints.
Instead.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, but your services will be desperately required come October, November, December, January, February, March. When it's absolutely
How many pints
freezing.
was a few pints?
3.
That's not a few. That's just a starter.
Well, no, because a couple is 2. So anything over a 2 is a few.
Oh, right.
Pete Taylor.
I only ever have a few then.
Yeah.
Mr. Fun needs some green monkey for the last 10 minutes.
Is that how it becomes funny and relevant, the last 10 minutes?
Do you know what? A tin of CBD 5 minutes before the last 10 minutes, and we'll see how you got on. You might even join in.
I don't think so.
Josh has had injuries. He was at Brentford. He was a decent. Scored against Blues in the 1-1 draw. I give him a year's contract the further year, and is decent. He is decent, as you said.
I think the other thing about that 1-1 draw, he scored. I think it was direct from a set piece as well, wasn't it? That he scored last season against us. Which
McEachran, yeah.
Which is another element to the game, to his game, that he can bring, quality from set pieces as well.
That was a near post, wasn't it?
And Linda Ensor says, I've got a sexy Cornish accent.
Oh my God!
I think it's more like Jethro, to be honest with you.
Kevin Kelling's asking.
Jethro. Are you aware of
Jethro? Yeah, the comedian.
Jethro Tull?
No,
Yeah.
Jethro, the comedian Jethro.
Yeah.
No.
YouTube him later.
Did he swear?
Yeah.
No, I'm not interested.
Do you swear at Blues?
Never.
Swears on Twitter.
Lewis Mitchell, join. Welcome to you. And Pete Taylor, Mr. Fun needs some green monkey for the last 10 minutes. We've had that one. So, yep, scroll away. Nothing like showing the sponsors we care like, Mr. Fun?
Do you know what,
Adam Wilkes, that was a
right.
cutting comment.
You're right. I can't really argue with what you say, but I will definitely be appreciating our sponsors in the coming months. Absolutely. Make sure that Bovril
Now I'm
stocked
going to
up.
feel guilty because if I go to Cafe to You tomorrow for a breakfast, then I'll have to go to Munchies straight after my dinner.
Of course you will.
That's only right.
Yeah, I would imagine the amount that you're getting paid to do this job is so extortionate that you'll be able to afford the Ritz, never mind Munchies.
A bag of Ritz, a box of Ritz biscuits. Right, where are we? Let's have a look.
Kevin Kelly wants the next debate.
The next debate, all right, Kev. The next debate
Because
was
me and Paul won the last
the
one.
next debate was right. Let's
Paul
take
and I.
ourselves back to 2011. Would you have rather won the Carling Cup, or would you rather have stayed in the Premier League?
Absolute nonsense.
That's a no-brainer.
What a ridiculous question.
Why is it a ridiculous question?
Because you're effectively asking, you're effectively saying, would you rather be a Blues fan that you are, or
I accept
them
my
across
lot,
the road?
I accept my lot in life. I do, genuinely, right?
Because
I hope
the
my
one
house doesn't
thing,
burn
the
down.
one thing that, well, depends if you're nice to England or not. The one thing that we have over them across the road, that we constantly throw at them, and rightly so, is that it's been, what is it now,
23
26?
23 and a half years.
Yeah, 96 when it.
Yeah.
Nearly 24 years since they won a domestic trophy. So
Okay.
there's no way on earth I would take that day away
No.
just to be Crystal
So
Palace.
You're going for the Carling Cup final.
Absolutely every
You're
day of
going
the week.
for.
Carling Cup all day long.
I'm going for the Carling Cup all day long.
There's a fella on Sky, wasn't it, who said it?
Yeah,
I don't know his name, but he was doing the...
I'm sure every single Birmingham City fan would have chosen staying in the Premier League over winning the Carling
He just
Cup.
used us as an example of,
He
like,
did.
you'd rather stay in the Premier League over winning a
Such a
trophy.
Well, and utter
Tall.
hogwash.
He was talking down the Carling Cup, wasn't he? Basically, he was saying
Right.
that it's not really, as a much of a pinnacle trophy.
Cup, Graham Haynes, Carling Cup, Nick Rawson, Adam Wilkes, Benji Smith, Craig Courtney, Ray Price, Kevin French, Paul Sterndale, Terry Dempsey, Lindsay Phillips, Richard Hayler, John Bloor,
Chris.
all saying the Cup. And
Stay there.
I just...
Sorry.
Yeah, go on.
Blues Collective has said, nice to see a lot of Blue Noses went to Wembley to watch England Saturday, including a coach of our
nice.
disabled supporters. Well done to each and every single one of you.
Premier League membership comes and goes. Trophies last forever.
Oh,
says Tony Hurley.
who's that from?
Tony Hurley.
Comment of the night.
Yeah,
You've got the clap from the Tilton Talk Show.
Terrifying.
spot on.
Danny Andrews, I think he's in a spot of bother.
Oh God, here
I
we
think
go,
I think he might have forgot
what?
an anniversary,
Oh, the big one.
or he's burnt the dinner or something.
Or his house is
He's
burnt down.
well. Depends on what's better England, really.
Right.
But he says,
Come on.
"Can you say hi to my beautiful wife, Rhiann Andrews?
Rhiann, hello.
She's watching this on my TV.
Rhiann, we don't know what he's done, but hello.
Can you
Forgive
ask what
him.
we look like on the TV as well?
Oh yeah. Send a picture of us,
Yeah.
of you watching us on your TV.
Oh, that's good.
Talking about
We're watching
Talking
Watching
about
us.
you watching us on
your TV.
that you're
Talking
taking a photo of.
Yeah.
watching us,
Yeah. It's all a big loop.
so that
It's
we
great.
can watch us watching you.
I think it's all cup.
Yeah, there's
All
not one person has said Premier League survival.
I'll never forget Wenger's reaction as well when he put his arms up. Like when we got the goal.
Steve Gill said it was a stupid question. Well, it was something that was posed by this guy on Sky Sports, so we thought we'd bring it up and
It is,
just
yeah.
put it out there because
Yeah.
I did know that was going to be the response,
Yeah, yeah.
and it's not me
Pete
being,
Taylor, John
it's not me-
McDonald.
not
yeah.
me being naive, not knowing what that response was going to be, because I do know what that response was going to be. But it was just I was just really, really annoyed at this chap off Sky Sports.
Martin
Yeah.
Swinscoe, Alan Minnitt as well, obviously. Without the cup, I would never have missed our European sojourn.
Matty P, BCFC, Matty P just spoke to Baz and Trace, who set up the Birmingham Homeless Support Team, and the rest of the team, Mick,
they're not
Nicky,
coming for
Dave
me,
and
are they?
Sarah,
That's
and
it.
they all send their thanks and love to everybody at the Tilton Talk Show and those that support us all year round. 2 hearts. Matty, that's what we're all here for,
Did you
mate.
say £320
Blues.
raised tonight?
Family. £320 raised tonight for one shirt. One shirt.
Fantastic.
And £2.48 of that is going to the Birmingham Homeless.
And the winner of that was Richard Golding.
It was.
Well done, Richard.
So the next one down then is Bradley. If I could scroll that one, Chris, and see, because it's where the comment thing is. Right, he says, England win the World Cup or Blues win the Premier League.
Oh. Well, being as I've never seen it, I'm going to say Blues win the Premier League on that one.
Every minute of
Yeah.
every day, without
Yeah.
a doubt.
Yeah.
Both are never going to happen, but
No, they'll probably not ever happen.
In
But
our lifetime.
at
There's
least
more
there's-
chance of England winning the World
There
Cup.
is.
At
So
least-
because of that, I will say Blues winning the Premier League.
Yeah.
Because there's more chance of England winning the World Cup.
And there's also a video out there of when we did it last time anyway, so you can go and watch that if you want. A rerun.
Danny Andrews says she's shocked. That is the beautiful Rhiannon Andrews.
She's shocked about us on her TV, talking about her watching us on her TV.
The fact that she's heard her name
What, Rhiannon?
Mentioned.
Rhiannon Andrews.
Rhiannon Andrews.
Yeah.
The beautiful Rhiannon
Beautiful
Andrews,
Rhiannon Andrews.
on her TV.
How many times have we got to say
Spoken by
Rhiannon
us.
Andrews tonight?
Yeah.
Talking about
And
her
don't
on her
forget she's
TV.
beautiful as
And
well.
she's beautiful.
we
Rhiannon,
So-
are sponsored beautiful.
Rhiannon Andrews.
Yeah.
Was it her husband?
Danny.
Oh, I didn't remember his name.
Danny Andrews.
I only remembered the beautiful Rhiannon
Yeah.
Andrews.
Danny Andrews is probably beautiful as well. It's a beautiful relationship that they've got. So.
Do you know what? If you've got a couple sitting at home with a TV on, 54-inch widescreen,
Yeah.
and the Tilton Talk Show is on it, that is a beautiful relationship,
It
believe
It's a
me.
frightening
Absolutely.
thought. That's what it is.
It's a
I don't know
frightening
what
thought.
they're doing. Like, Monday night. You got no Netflix to watch or anything. Other subscription channels are available.
Carling Cup all day long, especially beating Arsenal against all the odds from Richard. Cup without a doubt. Take the cup all day long. We're in the history books for it, and it can never be taken away.
Correct.
That's absolutely right.
Yeah, that's true.
Danny Andrews. Oh, it's Danny.
It is Danny.
Is he beautiful?
He says, I am. I don't know if I've lost a little bit of respect for Danny.
I wonder if
He's a
Rihanna
bit
Andrews
bit
thinks
too
he's beautiful.
overconfident. Well, they are married, so
That's not fair.
I'd suggest there must be some attraction there. It's a 55-inch TV
55.
that Danny's got.
I didn't know that it was 54, honestly.
No.
I don't know. I'd cope with that if we won the Premier League.
That'd be it.
Imagine
wouldn't
not
it?
being like,
That'd be
I mean,
football over. Just cancel it.
Leicester give you hope, don't they? Leicester give you hope, don't
No.
they?
Oh.
Leicester gave me a hernia.
Oh, I wish we could replay them shows, Chris.
That was the most miserable season of my life.
I'm watching it on my 55-inch TV, Paul, and Mr. Fun have filled the screen.
What am I laughing at?
No, I don't know. No idea.
And Blues Collective, you know what? I stood at the Carnival and 3 of my sons, all 3 of them. What a beautiful moment that final whistle was.
Oh,
Right?
yeah. Amazing.
You know, to watch. They're all grown up now. I think Adam's 33, Luke 30 last week. Happy birthday, Luke, by the way. And Scott's 27 or something like that. But you know, I know it was 10 years ago, 8 years ago. Sorry, 8 years ago. But for them to stand there and watch their daddy cry was beautiful. I loved it, mate. I just sobbed.
I was sat right by Stan Collymore in the. He was doing some stuff for Talk Sport, and he was getting so much stick at the final whistle.
I bet.
Is anybody else out there?
That's exactly where I'd have liked to have been.
Yeah, it was a good place to
Next
be.
to Stan Collymore,
Yeah.
we won the domestic trophy.
Yeah, it was
Is
fantastic.
anybody else out there blocked by Stan Collymore on Twitter?
Terry Dempsey's watching from his holiday in Tunisia.
Oh, nice one, Terry.
I might join you next week when this money comes in. Would you rather? Here's another debate point from Pete Taylor. Would you rather? And this is a massively important one. Would you rather have back the halftime shed or pucker pies?
Pucker pies.
No brainer.
There you go then.
What's yours?
Now, if you ask me, pucker pies or chip and win,
That was good.
because I don't know whether Richard's still watching or whether he will watch this.
He's going to
See,
watch. He's not here tonight.
I always go out for a fag, so I don't watch.
What
it.
has happened to Chip and Win?
Yeah.
Chip and Win has disappeared, and
Exactly.
without wanting to sound too dramatic, my life hasn't been the same since.
As I always go back in the Tilton and have
Yeah.
a fag thing.
Well,
Yeah,
if you want to keep killing
The
yourself.
shed just used to get booed every game, didn't
I
it?
suppose it increases the
Yeah,
chance.
yeah, exactly.
Did you see every time we come out, he got
Just got
booed?
fed up.
It increases the chance of my house getting burnt down. doesn't it?
That's
The
true.
smoke.
That's true. Yeah, and it'll all be your fault as well. And I'll come up to you when you're in tears, watching the charred remains of your house fall to the ground, and I'll say, "I did warn you, Nick."
Pete Taylor says a 55-inch is extravagant. I've got an iPad, 4 Heinekens, and a pack of Stroop waffles.
Ah, Stroop
What are
waffles.
Stroop waffles?
They're the little.
Stroop waffles?
They're the flat caramel wafer.
Oh, we don't know.
And you put it. So what you have to do, you have to put it on top of a hot drink. So say you've got a cup
know
of
what you mean.
coffee.
Oh, I
You
couldn't
put
do
the
that.
Stroop waffle on top of the cup, and it melts the caramel.
Oh, I couldn't do that.
So then when you pick it up, it's all melty and gooey. Oh, it's good.
Yeah, that sounds good.
It's good.
That sounds good.
He's got a cracking night, Pete.
4
A
Heinekens.
I was gonna
4
say.
Heinekens, an iPad, and not just one Stroop waffle, a whole pack of the monsters.
He's living a dream, isn't he?
To have an evening in the life of Pete Taylor.
Another debate. What's
dear
our
me.
best ever kit?
For me, the Penguin.
Yeah.
The original Penguin.
Yeah?
Yeah. But again, you've got to be old to remember that.
I'd go for the Penguin.
Linda Ensor, if Blues get promoted, will you 3 do a streak on the last match?
No.
No.
I'll do it anyway. I'll do it anyway.
Right. Okay, so you're going to... Right, you've said yes. Now, where...
Blues draw 0-0 at home. No, yeah.
No, you've said yes.
I won't do it.
You've said yes. You've committed.
No, I don't think that's
Can we
commitment.
cut that clip and just keep playing it and playing it and playing it?
I'll cut it so that he says yes, definitely.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I'll put the definitely bit in.
Linda, what we also want to know is, will you?
Why are we encouraging people to break the law?
She's encouraging us to break the law.
We said no.
Yeah, that's right. That's why there's no chipping in.
Adam Wilkes has got it. Chip and win was an 888 competition.
That could have been a question for a really nice prize, but unfortunately, Adam, you've lost.
Yeah.
Because Adam's clever, so he knows these things.
Yeah.
That's why.
There's another one, Adam, who you wouldn't have guessed, would you? That he's
No.
yeah.
He don't look all
Based
right,
on his
does he?
appearance,
No.
you wouldn't have guessed he's that smart.
Right, Stephen Gill. Who was the idiot that said?
Probably me.
That got me so angry I couldn't get to the game because of the stupid ticket office, but my dad and brother were there and went crazy when Martin scored. Who was the idiot that said that got me so angry? I can't quite.
I couldn't get to the game because of the stupid ticket office, but so Stephen's saying he couldn't get to the game.
By the look of it.
No, he said who was the idiot?
Yeah. So is there a person who couldn't get to the game because of the ticket office?
Yeah, right. Okay, and
you have to explain that one.
Adam says World Sports are supposed to be coming up with a replacement game. They need to hurry up.
They do, because it's disappointing at the moment. I miss it.
Lindsay Phillips says she's just spat her tea all over her iPad.
Well,
was that when he went to full screen?
listen, can I just say, if you had stroop
What are you doing to us
waffles,
over there?
then you wouldn't have that problem.
You'd have a gooey mess all over your iPad.
And, you know, the Heineken over the iPad would be much easier to clear off than piping hot tea.
But it's not recommended.
Other good beers are available.
Yeah, they are.
No, yeah.
Do you know what, Paul?
Actually,
you are absolutely
A lot of damn
spot
sight better beers are available.
on. You are right, though. We cannot condone the drinking of any other alcohol.
Mike Knight's watching from Turkey. #dedicated. Thank you very much, Mike. Hope your weather's good over there.
Everybody. Oh no, Tunisia.
Yeah, well, Tunisia, Turkey, Miami.
Martin Swinsco, 1980.
I've got a
Adidas
street waffle with your
1989.
name on it, Mr. Fun. Just dropped it on the floor.
Oh, pick it up. Leave it on the side. I'll be round afterwards.
Any more for any more?
Adidas 1980 round neck, says Martin
Yeah, I
Swin.
like
Yeah,
that.
it was a nice
shirt.
one, yeah.
Mark Smith says the Tesco bag.
Yeah.
Was that
99,
yeah,
2000.
just before we got promoted,
Which was
wasn't
the
it?
Keith
I
Birch
think, yeah.
in that was that
Trevor
1980.
Oh,
That was a nice kit. Yeah, I think that was 1980. Tesco bag. Oh no, I didn't like that one.
But I didn't like the Nicolites version of the Penguin strip.
No.
no. I like the 97 one. The 97 one was alright, the auto windscreens one.
Yeah. The white Triton showers kit.
The away one, that was 91, was it?
And Joseph Donho, same as Tom Ross, it kills me that we've never won the FA Cup in 144 years, whereas Bury, Bradford City, etc., all the other Midland clubs bar Warsaw. Me at 68 now, will I ever see it? Greetings to you top lads from Joe Donahoe in Darkest Dorset. Darkest Dorset, keep right on.
You'll see it, Joseph. What's he, 68 now?
Yeah.
Wow.
Be careful.
Knowing Joseph, he's got at least 20 days left. No, he's got at least 20 years left in him, any Joseph.
Yeah.
Lives in Dorset.
30.
Lives in Dorset. Nice life down by the seaside, isn't it?
Yeah.
You know, he ain't
live a
got,
lot
he ain't
longer,
got the
don't they?
stresses of the world on him.
I bet he lives on sandbanks next to Harry.
Next to Harry, yeah. So I reckon he's got plenty of time left. Yeah, I reckon you'll see it. Definitely.
Any more comments going through then, gents? Just update on the scores, actually, shall we?
Worst
Half
kit
times.
has to be the coloured badge. Bradley James Wyatt is listening in Ibiza,
Ibiza, well done.
raving it up in Ibiza.
Nothing else to do apart from watch the Tilton talk show.
Yeah,
Ibiza.
correct. Especially at night. Kevin Kelly. So what's the vote on the second debate?
Yeah, we're having a debate.
Oh, look, isn't she beautiful?
What's this?
That's Rhiannon Andrews. Oh,
It hasn't come up on mine. This one.
oh, look,
Okay.
look
What a
here.
beautiful couple
Oh,
on their
and
wedding
he got married.
day.
He got married in a blue suit as
did.
well. I hope that's not a claret tie though.
No, it looks red.
It looks red, does it?
Yeah, that's red. That is.
Isn't she beautiful?
What a beautiful
Rhiannon
couple.
Andrews.
Aw.
Lovely.
And Danny Andrews.
Oh, Danny Andrews.
It was Very lucky
Fantastic.
I'm overcome with emotion.
Yeah.
I think the word punching comes into it.
Somewhat.
The word
Punching.
Yeah. No, you wouldn't understand.
And above
No, I understand.
You wouldn't understand.
Well done, Danny.
Well done, yeah.
Well, half time is Scotland 0, Belgium 3,
Is
San
that it?
Marino 0, Cyprus 2, Latvia 0, North Macedonia 2, Azerbaijan 1, Croatia
full
1
time.
full time, and Hungary 0, Slovakia 1,
Oh.
and Estonia 0, Netherlands 1. All of us are 0-0.
Benji, obviously, we're going
Right,
back
we're
to.
into the last 15 minutes.
Oh, no.
Because I've had such a beautiful picture of that beautiful Rihanna and that lovely looking lad there.
Rihanna.
Rihanna, all right, okay. Anything to do with a wedding
Danny.
and a footballer's name, anything to do with a wedding and a footballer's name, you've sparked me off. You have to see how you inspire me.
I got one straight away.
Go on.
Stop
Brian
inspiring.
McBride.
Brian McBride. Oh.
Going back to Joseph in Dorset, whether he'll see Blues lift the FA Cup, which
Yeah.
he's so desperate to. Benji makes a very good point. It depends if his house burns down. So,
Do you know what? I was going to say that,
Do
but I
you know
really
what?
didn't want to.
really, you need to be nice to England, Joseph, because that's very important. Brett Stanley, the German flag kit, good or bad?
Bad in my opinion. I didn't
My
like it.
beef with that,
Which
or
one, sorry?
The German one
the
we had.
German flag kit.
The away shirt.
Now
Oh,
I have beef with that
Me too.
What, did you eat it?
because that's not German. Because the stripes are vertical.
Belgium.
It's a Belgian shirt.
Yeah.
If it was German, it'd be horizontal. So can we please get it right?
Yeah.
It's a Belgian kit.
We had a similar one, didn't we, in the 70s, I think?
That it was, sorry.
Yeah, that's
Similar
the
one,
one.
didn't
Yeah,
we?
and then we had one under Clark.
Yeah.
It came back under Clark,
Yeah.
didn't it?
Yeah.
Maureen Minute says Chris Pugh,
Just Chris
Oh!
For what?
but PEW for the wedding
But you
because it's in a church.
and
What about if
no,
you
hang
were
on,
just
though.
getting married in a registry office?
Or in a registry office, doesn't matter. Anything to do with the wedding ceremony, right?
A
But
pew wouldn't be in a registry office. Is my point.
no, but it would be in a church.
Yeah, but that's so. My point is,
You're just being pedantic.
You need to pick items that can be seen in any wedding, and much to my bemusement, I am still not yet a professional footballer.
You have taken a penalty and missed.
True.
You're the most qualified here.
And what's more, you're joining in.
No, I'm not joining in.
You were joining in.
I saw
you
my
were,
name.
You were altering the
I
rules.
saw my name read
as you were
out,
going
and I got
along.
an ego boost, so I had to read it out.
Yeah, you was in the dream world and he was a footballer for a
Yeah,
minute.
that's it. Yeah.
Right, come on, start reading about it, Paul.
Some good ones here. Darren Garter
Oh, yes, I like that one.
from Ray Hobro.
Not necessarily in every wedding. I'm going to point out.
Danny Rose.
Daddy.
Danny Rose.
Yeah, roses, yeah.
Steve Vickers, said by a few people. Brett Stanley said Danny Rose, by the way. Benji Smith said Robert Pageboy. Kevin French, Tim Flowers.
Oh, God.
A few Tim Flowers.
George Best Man.
Who's George?
That's a good one.
Oh,
George Best?
Right, okay.
It's
Who's George Best? You're a bit underqualified to do this football programme, aren't you?
I've been to the football show.
Peter in Love.
Peter in Love.
Oh, yeah, I like that one.
I think
like
I
that
want
one.
Malcolm Pageboy.
Gavin Glaze.
Right, do some scrolling, mister, come on.
Bradley James Wyatt says Jordan Henderson.
Steve Vickers. We've got Steve Vickers.
Yeah, we've had a couple of them.
That's a
Have
good
you?
one.
Jordan
Henderson.
Henderson. Oh, I like that.
Henderson.
Henderson. I like that one. I like that.
Pedantic Pugh. Rules are rules, Maureen.
Dear.
Lee Camp
A
wedding?
Lee Camp wedding. Okay.
Tommy
Tommy
Honeymoon.
Honeymoony. Technically, if I'm being a pedantic Pugh again, the honeymoon is not part of the wedding ceremony.
That's a good one from Martin Swinsko. Neil Webb. Neil, obviously that's what you do, innit, when you get married?
No,
Clever,
that's what you do when you propose.
No, you have to kneel.
You have to kneel down when you get married and all.
Why?
in front of the altar.
Yeah.
What if there's no altar?
Then you stand.
So Neil Webb is out. Rules are rules.
Pedantic Pugh again.
Strikes again. Jeff Horse Carriage again. I don't know whether you had one, Lindsay, when you got married, but really, horse carriages.
We won't read that one.
Not at every wedding. No. What? No, I'm not reading that one.
Is this the person that's in charge of our Twitter account?
I know.
It's a paid member of the team.
That's a good one from Adam, DJ Campbell.
Oh, yes.
The DJ at the wedding.
Not at every. Some weddings have bands
Yeah.
rather than
Yeah.
DJs.
All right.
So that one's out. Simon Church, that one's out. Registry offices.
Well, I've never heard of Simon Registry Office.
Pardon?
I've never heard of Simon Registry Office.
No, I know. It's because he's in the academy, he hasn't come through yet. Willie Bell.
Yeah.
I don't know which part of that is the one that
Well,
is
there's only
at
been
the
a
wedding.
church. I've never seen a bell in a registry office.
No.
What about Gareth Vale?
Gareth Vale.
Same rule applies.
What?
Not all brides wear veils.
True.
Can I just quickly say that hopefully next week, I'm just talking to him now, we'll have a former player.
Are your people talking to our people?
I'm talking
No, it's
directly
not
to
just a former player. It's a very special former player who played for the Blues in the 70s. Okay, we're going to give no more clues away apart from that. Apart from it's not Trevor Francis.
Yeah, I know, yeah. Because that... Oh, is Trevor coming in?
He has played Trevor. So.
However, this player, actually... Do you want me to tell him or not?
No, because it'll give it
No,
away.
no,
It
no.
is
No.
then.
Do you want me to tell him what you told me earlier?
No,
No,
because-
not the,
no,
you
because
can't
people will
reveal
do-
the stacks. That
I'll
gives it
Google
away.
I'll Google
Okay.
it. I'll Google it.
Um,
No.
Lindsay Phillips says she's never been married. Hashtag I know what I'm doing.
And he's not a player we've had in before. So.
it's not a player we've had in before. This is
It's
a,
not
yeah.
Kevin Kelly's got a good point. Predictions for the next game.
For the wedding?
For the for the next game. So Charlton away Saturday.
away.
Predictions.
Charlton away on Saturday. Right. Boom, 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 boom. Thanks, Kevin Kelly. Doom. Jonathan groans for divorce.
That's a good one.
Sorry.
That's the winner, innit? Richard Hayler, Angus Shotgun.
I think that and the one we couldn't say was quite good.
Yeah.
The one that we couldn't say was terrible.
I'm not allowed to say that one.
I thought it was-
Oh God! Oh my God! Jason Punch up.
Come on, give us your predictions.
Not at every wedding.
Brett Steller's going 0-3. Tash Wielden 1-1. I'm going 1-2 to Blues.
It's away from home, innit? It's a
Yeah.
tough one. We've not been very good away from home at all. It's hard, innit, to vote with your head and not your heart. I'm going to go for 0-0.
0-0.
Right. 2-2.
2-2. And Mrs. Browne?
2-1.
2.
Every
I
time.
didn't mean to say that. but
Who
2-1.
Blues.
What, 1-2 then, yeah?
Yeah.
Okay.
Craig Courtney 2-1 Blues. The beautiful Danny Andrews 1-1.
Isn't he beautiful?
What a gorgeous guy.
What a 55-inch TV as well.
I know.
I'm honoured that two beautiful people are watching me on the, on their 55-inch screen on
Still
a
haven't
Monday
seen a
night.
photo of that, by the way.
Or
don't
watching
they?
us.
They've probably got a bag over half the screen.
That half. Anthony Lloyd
Brutal.
says 3-0 Charlton, so he's getting banned. Benji Smith says 2-0 Charlton, he's getting banned. Kevin French, who I was depressing earlier, says 3-0 defeat, he's getting banned. Lindsay Phillips, who's never been married, says 2-2. Jason Drennan 1-1.
She doesn't know though.
Yeah,
She knows what
she
she's
knows
doing.
what she's
And
doing.
she's just spat her
And
tea all over her
she's
iPad.
2-2, which is good.
Stephen Wedding Car.
That's a good one.
Yep.
Jude Belringer.
What if you got,
Jude
what if you got the
Belringham.
train to your wedding?
Just have a little bit of imagination. That's it.
Linda Henshaw says 1-4.
Wow.
Richard Hayler 1-1. Dave Twine 0-0. Ray Price 3-0 Charlton. He's getting banned. Paul Sterndale 1-1. Kevin Kelly 2-0 Charlton. Ban. 2-1 Charlton to Pete Taylor. He's given us a goal, so I'll let him stay. Stephen Gill says 3-2 Blues. Liam Griffin 3-0. If that's a home result, he's getting banned. Nick Rawson says 0-0. 2-2 Ray Hobro.
Okay.
Varying opinions.
3 minutes left. Who are we going to put down for our P today?
Christ, Middleton shit.
I know, crazy.
I think Gary Pendry got quite a few votes, to be honest. Kevin Phillips as well did.
Right, I'll leave it to you two. You obviously.
I'll leave it to Paul.
I've got to say, I can only
orchestrator of the game. He gets final say.
I can only talk from what I've saw, which is seen. Sorry,
Yeah,
from what I've seen. From what I saw, I meant. For me, it's Kevin Phillips.
Okay, the shares for this week. Kevin Phillips is going to go into the Hall of Fame, and the shares this week has just been won by Sean Salt. Sean Salt, there you go.
Adam Wilkes says Paul not married for long.
Oh,
That's clever.
Gotta be Kevin Phillips. Kevin Phillips.
Definitely.
Phillips says Tash Walden.
Yeah.
Super
Okay.
Kev.
Super
Yeah,
Kev is
it's
in
Phillips.
the dream team. The all 26 letters of the alphabet
Will there be another player who has scored for them across the road at St Andrews who is as loved as Kevin Phillips is? Obviously Gary Gardner did as well.
Enkelman is. Sorry.
Fair point, I'll shut up.
Well, I don't know where time has gone today. Everything has been.
Flies
So
by.
we've done everything off the photocopied list. Derby, 33 quid. Shirts done by £8. £320 for that. Thank you very much indeed. 3-word review. Well, we didn't have one anyway. The shares has just been done. The caption winner this week was Matthew Revel.
Revel.
Matthew Revel.
Yeah, 'cause I can't read.
Okay, we can remember what the caption was or not?
No.
No, okay.
Pugh is
Cross
God,
it
I
out.
think it was.
The alphabet's been done with Thank Craig Courtney, Blues promoted order, Carlin Cup, all that one. James Hodgett came in and picked his shirt up, and still we haven't got a Dugarry shirt. That's the only thing we're missing tonight, ladies and gentlemen. So if there is anybody out there with a Dugarry signed shirt, it's for a very special occasion, and you really would be helping somebody out. This has been the Tilton Talk Show. Thanks ever so much. Do you know what? You've actually had fun tonight, haven't you? I'm going to watch this back as soon as I get
every
home.
minute.
I'm going to count the smiles, right?
Yeah.
In 90 minutes, I'm going to count the smiles. Okay, I have to
Less
get
than
I'll
5.
get my clicker out.
Gavin Glaze says Robert Hopkins. Maureen Minute says Stan Lynn. Not sure if we're just naming names now. Not quite sure where.
Scored for Villa at St Andrews. Is that what they mean?
He's still in game mode. Look at him.
Did Robert Hopkins
Did Robert Hopkins score against
for
us?
Villa?
At St Andrews.
At St Andrews.
I wouldn't know that. I don't know. And David Geddes apparently. David Geddes.
Probably more loved than Phillips on there, I'd say.
Robert Hopkins, yeah.
Well, let's say you get rid of an hour and a half on a Monday with a 55-inch screen and a beautiful lady by your side, ladies and gentlemen. Not straight to get it. Well, Daniel's obviously very beautiful as well, isn't he? You know, lovely couple. That was really nice.
Well done,
Thank
Danny.
you.
Thanks for participating,
And thanks for
Danny.
prompting me for the
Rhiannon.
last 15 minutes of the show. That is dedicated to you and your lovely wife. This has been the Tilton Talk.
Beautiful wife.
Beautiful wife, sorry. Rhiannon. How many times have we said that?
Rhiannon Andrews, isn't it?
Andrews.
Yeah, and Danny Andrews.
Should we say it all together? 1, 2, 3.
Rhiannon Andrews.
And
And
Danny
Danny
Andrews.
Andrews.
The Tilton
And they're
Talk
married,
Show.
you know.
The Tilton Talk Show belongs to you guys tonight. Well done. Thanks ever so much. It's been a blast. It's been a laugh. You know what? Sometimes you think an hour and a half, how are we going to cover that one? There hasn't been a game that, you know, that we can sit and talk about. Right, boom. We've done it again. What a team.
Danny
what a team.
Andrews says, bye, lads.
Bye, Danny.
Bye, beautiful
Enjoy the rest
Danny.
of your night with your 55-inch TV screen. You can go back onto Netflix now.
Yeah.
Mrs. Browne. What can I say? Right, okay, thanks for that. Mr. Fun.
Thank you.
No, thank you.
No, thank you.
No, I'm thanking you
No,
because I
thank
don't want
you.
my house to burn down.
Wow. You know what you have to do, don't you?
I'm being nice.
You get behind those England boys tomorrow night.
I'm being nice.
Otherwise,
We've got to get you a shirt so you can wear it next week.
Well, I've got a shirt on. thanks.
England one.
Mr. Sheen, thank you very much indeed. And
Thank you.
Me, Mr. Floor. Well, I'm probably off to go and get a beer now when I get home.
Heineken.
No, I don't drink
No.
that. It's just horrible stuff.
That's
horrible.
peace.
I drink
Peace
proper
stuff.
beer, ales, Bass. Yeah, proper beer.
Bradley James Wyatt, who's listening in Ibiza, says, "Sound lads, I'm off out.
Have a good
You
night.
stay safe out there, Bradley."
Enjoy yourself, mate. Yeah, be safe. Be safe.
Yeah.
And everybody that's travelling down to Charlton on the weekend, also be safe, behave, and come back here on Monday night for next week's Tilton Talk Show. Thank you so very much indeed. Good night. God bless. Take care too.
Biggest point of the night.
Yeah.
Pete Taylor only got through 2 street waffles tonight.
Oh, true.
Lindsay Phillips says, "Sweet dreams." Danny Andrews wants to know if you're famous. You're the most famous, beautiful couple we've ever had on the show, Danny, by far.
He said, "Am we famous?
Yeah.
Am we?"
Yeah, I've scrapped over that.
Am we?
I pretended I never
He's no
saw
longer
it.
beautiful.
I pretended I never saw it.
Unless it's a spelling error.
It's got to be a typo.
Craig Cordy wants the beautiful Andrews couple on the show. And he says thank you.
Craig, thank you for all the hard work you did too in the background. Thanks to Adam Wilkes as well. Dennis and a whole host of other people, Ray, blah, 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 blah. You know who you all are. Don't need to mention you because it's all about him getting mentioned and nobody else.
Let's face it, that's the truth.
I don't see why we've had so much fun tonight, I'll be honest with you. Anyway, thanks, Paul.
Thanks very
Chris.
much.
Thanks, Chris. I'll see you tomorrow morning. A cafe to you. Get the bottle on. I'll be down later.
2 peppers.
2 peppers, 2 lots of pepper, and keep right on to the end of the road. And let's try and come back with the 3 points. Be loud, be proud, be noisy, be safe. Take care. Good night. Thank you.
Good night.
We are the lads from the Tilton. We'll support you till the end of the day. We're so happy